line. We've been excited for this one all week, Prater. The pride of Riggins, Idaho, one of the best defensive players in Boise State football history, Dallas Cowboy, Pro Bowl linebacker Leighton Vander Esch on the line with us right now. What's up, LV? Love having you on the show.
Absolutely. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing really well. Now, you're probably having more fun than we had today. You were at Cowboy mini camp. How'd that go? Take us behind the scenes of a day in the life of LVE at a Cowboy mini camp.
Yeah, so I guess this is a perfect day to explain what happened. Well, we had practice yesterday, and we were supposed to have practice this week, but they cut us out early, and they surprised us this morning.
Nice.
And said we were going to Topgolf. So we went and we went to Topgolf and hit some balls for a couple hours and ate some food and just hung out and had a good time.
That's awesome, man. We got a Topgolf we're building in Boise, LVE, just by the Eagle exit. So you'll have to cruise through there and put a show on at some point. Leighton Vander Esch with us. What's the emphasis at the linebacker position in particular at minicamp when you guys do have practice? This time of year, LVE, what are you guys working on?
Shoot, we work on everything down to base fundamentals and communication, because this is where we can establish ourselves and our communication standards before we even hit training camp here in July and August. And obviously we got a whole new rookie class, so we got to get them up to speed. So intermingling them with us during practice and getting reps with us and just showing them how we communicate and getting them up to full speed and how we work every single play and game and just really how we prepare. That's really this whole emphasis and just setting the standards and keep building the culture. That's really what OTAs are about.
Talking a little ball with Boise State football legend Leighton Vander Esch, now with the Dallas Cowboys, coming to town this Friday. LVEcamp.com at Bishop Kelly. Go there, get all your information. Leighton, let's talk about camp. Let's talk about you and your linebacker partners. So much about Micah Parsons, so much about you. Could be one of the best linebacker cores in the NFL. Talk to us about the chemistry with Micah Parsons, how you're feeling with him. After his rookie year, you've had a whole year with him now, so starting to feel comfortable, and you feel like a big season's on the horizon for you guys?
Yeah, I think we're going to pick up right where we left off. Obviously, playing with him is electric, and it's an absolute blast. Obviously, seeing him play and be able to pop on film after the games and just the fun we're having. So I think we mesh really well, and I love his play style, and he makes it easy to get his reads off of what he's doing, and it makes it clear for what I got to do if he makes the fit, because he does everything full speed. So that's all I can ask for, and I think that's all coaches can ask for. So just bouncing stuff off of each other and making sure we're both on the same page, because when that happens and we can get the whole defense lined up and make our calls and checks, everything's going to be good.
Leighton, we haven't had a chance to talk to you for a long time. I wanted to catch up with a little bit of it's a personal business question. You came into that rookie year and there was so much hype and so much success. And then the reality of the NFL kind of stepped in and you had some injuries. It seems like you've been quiet behind the scenes. You don't do a lot of social media. I don't see you doing a lot of press. Is it a strategic decision just to get back to the basics and focus on football and not worry about the family van and the wolf howl and the clothing line? It seems like maybe your focus is strictly on football. Would you say that that's accurate? And was that a conscious decision between you and your camp just to get back to the basics?
I mean, yes and no. You could say maybe a little bit about that, but really, I mean, I've never been a big social media guy as it is. I think it's a huge distraction. But it's fun to stay connected with your friends and your family and your close ones and your old teammates and such. And it's cool, but I think it can become a distraction very quickly. So I kind of just try and stay away from it as much as I can and just really stick to working hard and training. And I think really this offseason, just building off of last offseason, has gone really well. And so just training my butt off, working extremely hard and eating better, just being healthier and just getting down to the roots, like you said, and ready to go out and have an awesome season.
Bronco Nation, you've missed this guy. We have him for you on Idaho Sports Talk. Leighton Vander Esch with us. And Leighton, your relationship with Andy Avalos is special, and that's been well documented. I even saw Coach Avalos rocking an LVE jersey at an event he was doing last month. Talk to us about how that relationship is now that you haven't lived together or lived in the same area for a few years, but I imagine you're still in touch and you're keeping a close eye on what he's doing here at your alma mater.
Yeah, absolutely. He was supposed to come out to our OTAs, I think, last week or something, and he got caught up with off-season workouts there, obviously, because he's got a lot going on too. So I was looking forward to seeing him, but I'm going to try and catch up with him a little bit when I get back to town. We're actually headed back tomorrow and starting to get ready for the camp. So I'm hoping I get to see him and spend a little bit of time with him and catch up with him, maybe grab a bite to eat and something of that nature. But I mean, we keep in touch, whether it's phone call or text or whatever it may be. I mean, I still look up to him. He's like a father figure still. And I know I can ask advice to him whenever I need to. And he's a phenomenal dude. And
Leighton,
let's keep
this Boise State talk going here a little bit. And Tank Lawrence, DeMarcus Lawrence, your teammate there in Dallas, made some news last week, and let's have some fun here. You know, him and Micah Parsons are in the media out there challenging each other. Who's going to get the sack record? And Micah said, you're not going to get it back. And DeMarcus says he's going to get it back. Have you kind of watched that? Have you had some fun? Are these guys having some fun in the locker room? And who do you side with? Are you a DeMarc guy? Are you a Micah Parsons guy? Who's going to break the sack record?
I mean, our locker room is amazing. I think it's the closest we've been since I've been here. And that's really what our coaches are about and what DQ's done with our whole defensive unit. I think just joking with each other and competing with each other, it's been an absolute blast. And so having those two guys and just teasing each other and going out, I mean, they're extremely competitive and they're being serious, but it's all love at the end of things and knowing that, hey, if they're both battling for the sack record on the team, it's going to be good for everybody. So we know both of them are probably going to get the job done when it comes to rushing the quarterback.
You know, two of the names we say most on Idaho sports talk still to this day, one, Kellen Moore, two, Leighton Vander Esch. I mean, we can't talk about you guys enough. And what the heck, you guys have been going to work together every day since you've been in the NFL. He's on your staff, obviously. Leighton, have you ever hung out with Kellen outside of the Star in the facility? Just two Boise State dudes, couple of small town guys going out, having a glass of wine and watching a Boise State football game or something. You guys ever kicked it?
No, not like on that type of personal level, but I mean, during the season and stuff, like when Boise's playing and we'll be at like on away games or even in the hotel where we had to sleep the night before games.
Yeah.
And on and stuff, we'll sit and talk and chat. And I mean, obviously I see him around everywhere and I mean, it's great having him around and it's awesome seeing what he's doing. And I know he's great for our team. So, but no, yeah. I haven't really gone out and sat and had a glass of wine or anything like that but I'm sure it's definitely a possibility here.
Leighton, you don't want to give away your summer plans, but how much time do you still with this next 5 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever you got spend in Idaho? Hopefully you still get deep into the Idaho mountains, at least a couple of days, couple of weeks every year. How important is that for you to still kind of get back and hang out where you came from?
100%. I think we usually try and spend a week or two there during the summer, get some fresh air. And I know that's extremely important to us. And really it's just a decompressed time because obviously you're busy training, hitting it hard during the off season, working out and then you got OTAs. So it's fun to get back home and see family, enjoy some nice weather, go camping or hunting and fishing. And just get out, get some fresh mountain air, and just enjoy what Idaho has to offer. So that's obviously still special in our hearts.
LVE, before we get you out of here, tell us about LVE 55 Football Camp Friday, Bishop Kelly, 9 to noon. Registration available at lvecamp.com. What are these campers going to get? How fun is this going to be?
Yeah, I think, well, really, last year was our second time. Obviously, COVID threw a gap in between our first camp that we threw there. And so being able to put this second year consecutive camp on from last year, I'm expecting it to be even bigger. And I hope that there's that there's going to be even more and a lot of returning players, the kids there that we had last year. So it's going to be fun, and I want to just keep developing it and keep testing their knowledge and things that we taught them last year if they were there, and obviously building a foundation on the kids that haven't been there. So that's extremely important, and just getting down to the base fundamentals, because you got to work on that stuff all the time.
That's going to be
you
awesome.
work on it. You work on it in high school, you work on it in college, and you work on it at the pro level. So you got to go back to the basics all the time.
Leighton, we'd love to have you back on Idaho Sports Talk. I don't know, once, twice a year maybe would be spectacular. Best of luck. We'll be in touch, and travel safe to Boise, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Heck yeah. Prater, Leighton Vander Esch. Good stuff there.
Appreciate Ron Slavin, his agent, for help putting that together. And if you want to send your kid out to that camp, lvecamp.com. Last minute information. I'm not sure. I think that there's a couple of spots still available, but reach out, take care of business. I would imagine that's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, t-shirt. You get your picture taken with them. I went to the website today, lvecamp.com. They got a bunch of cool stuff, and the registration was available a few hours ago, so I bet it still is now, but it's not something you want to wait on, and very affordable pricing too. It's not going to bust your wallet. JP would take his kids to this camp. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not going to speak.
Okay. JP. Let's put you to work. Who wants a chance to become the next Boise State season ticket holder? Our first qualification for touchdowns for tickets right now. Call 208-424-9300. JP, we need caller number 9. We'll play touchdowns for tickets when we return and get you to the news. Prater on the ball game.
This is Idaho Sports Talk with Prater in the Ballgame on Sports Radio 95.3 FM and 1350 AM.